Hi guys, welcome back. It's your host Craig, and today we're taking a look at Fallout 76. I know this is kind of a new addition to the franchise where it's a multiplayer version of Fallout instead of being more of a traditional one, but I am kind of in between different camps at the moment. There's the one side of the camp that wants a more traditional single-player Fallout, which, I'm more up for anyway, and also the other side of the camp where they're kind of going, this could be an interesting addition, and of course, I'm keeping an open mind about this game. Let's just talk about the multiplayer that's going to be coming to this version of Fallout. Anyway, it's going to be multiplayer. You'll be able to play with your friends, and of course you will be meeting other random strangers or players in the world, or let's even go as far as say other wastelanders or vault dwellers. But if you're worried about the whole PvP aspect of the game, you're in luck. It was recently enough in a interview with Todd Howard that the not at launch anyway, but you will be able to access your own private servers, and they will have mod support as well. But it is a bit kind of iffy at the moment since we play PS4 on this channel anyway. We don't know if we'll get custom assets this time around or not, so we just have to wait and see, and time will tell. But look forward to it, guys. I'm kind of excited about this game, being able to play with my friends on this and start to rebuild the world in our own way. So with that in mind, let's just I'm gonna quote Pete Hines when he did a GameSpot interview about the world. We're pretty much, I feel like we're shaping the world. We're the traders, we're the raiders, we're the we're the mercenaries that roam the land, or the peacemakers, or the settlers that build up towns and start welcoming randomers into their town, and starting commerce. There is some aspects of that you should be a bit excited about. Like one of the examples from one of the developers during the No Clip documentary, the making of Fallout 76, talked about the fact that you could probably have a robot vendor that you can set up in a town or a trading hub and start selling your wares that way. In the long terms of things like that, you're making your own in-game economy, which is kind of interesting as well. You can either do commerce or, become a mercenary and, help protect new players as they make their way through the world. Of course, this is mostly my speculation about it, but we haven't, been told that there might be, vendors and stuff like that and so on and so forth. And, if you're good at certain skills as well, like cooking, and you can make a fantastic ribeye steak, you can sell that for 40 caps to players, which is kind of an interesting concept in my mind. So what else is there to expect from Fallout 76 after that? There's talk about some, factions returning to as well, but I can imagine overall we'd be able to make our own factions, which would be kind of interesting, our own lore and whatnot. So, example-wise, you could probably have, the Brotherhood of Steel, or the Enclave, or the Minutemen, or make your own version of that, and just build up your own kind of story in-game, immerse yourself in your character design and creation and whatnot. I will bring this up right now because it's kind of going back to the glory days of Real-Time Commanders, where I did a lot of building in Fallout 4 as well. And, the detail of building looks pretty similar to what we had in Fallout 4, but added extra. There's a lot more different items and defenses and turrets added. I saw preset fence lines where you can actually set up the borders of your fences and then build them in between, which looks really interesting. Also, as we've seen in the trailers and whatnot, you get a very unique piece of equipment called Camp, which lets you set up your own build area, and it's practically a build anywhere kind of situation. Which seems like a really good idea, because that's what a lot of builders in Fallout wanted. They wanted to build in certain places or certain, flat areas. I can say that myself. I really wanted to build in a flat area instead of a kind of a hilly area. Bringing up the camp device right now, as we see on screen, it actually costs you caps, about 40 caps to actually place it down. So I'm kind of wondering if you have to spend money to pick it back up or put it back down again. Has me a little concerned there, guys, for the moment. Okay, with that out of the way, guys, I'm just going to talk briefly about some of the core mechanics that are actually returning to Fallout 76 from Fallout 3 and 4. So some of the, the building and all that kind of stuff, the layered armor system is also back from Fallout 4, but I'm actually quite excited about the fact that the core, the core mechanic stuff like the weapon degrade and armor degrade is back. And with that in mind, I'm actually really happy to see a lot of survival elements put into this, because there was a great comment during the No Clip documentary where one of the devs was so happy to see a herd of cats because he was starving, and he wasn't starving after that again, and it was quite funny. Well, I left this part for last right now, which is the idea that, I like my weapons and armor and stuff like that. We see some original armor coming back, like the combat armor with the layer system, but we also see some new kind of armor with the flight suit. I'm not going to say it's the Brotherhood of Steel flight suit, because it seems like the kind of suit you would wear underneath power armor from the military anyway. And with that as well, certain weapons we all know and used in Fallout 4 and 3 are coming back. We saw the, return of the classic laser rifle, the Gauss rifles coming back. We also kind of have a junk jet weapon as well. We have an MG42 for some reason, and the Fallout 4 assault rifle. It's also making a return as well. Also, with the idea of the 10mm also coming back, probably the sawn-off shotgun as well, or the long-barrel shotgun, or double-barrel shotgun. And also, I believe I saw a new SMG which popped up on screen there a second ago, which kind of reminds me either of the 12.7. So yeah, you know yourself. There's a bunch of weapons in this game. Hunting rifle. I think I saw a hunting rifle and a combat rifle at one point as well. Looking forward to this, to be honest. I'm being 50-50 on it as well, folks. Being open-minded. But at the end of the day, if you're not too sure about it, remember to check out this channel for all your information and what you need, and of course when the beta starts arriving as well. So we'll play that and, you know, let you decide if you want to get this game or not. Well, folks, that's been the video today. I had great crack recording it and talk to you about it because, you know, Fallout's probably one of my favorite game franchises, and it's nice to see a Fallout game returning onto the channel in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and if you liked the video, please, you know, like it, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. So yeah, that's it, folks. I will see you next time on RTC. See you guys. Have a good one.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. Country roads, take me home, country roads. In Vault 76, our future begins.